Hi, and welcome back to Hootenton's Crafts. I'm Jeanette, also known as Mrs. Hootie Hootenton. Today I wanted to talk to you about things that I've been making. I'm on my bed today. I apologize for that. I just didn't know where to lay everything out. I didn't have a big enough desk space because I have all my little things I was working on there. Okay, so lately I've been having kind of a obsession with fur yarn, which is really funny because before I hated working with fur yarn. I hated blanket yarn and velvety yarn. I just didn't like the feel of it. I didn't like working with it. I thought it was just like really weird. So I apologize for that. So if you ever read anything about like a scientific fact that every 7 years your taste buds change. Like for instance, when I was younger, I hated tomatoes. However, now I love tomatoes. So I'm thinking my finger buds changed because I hated bulky yarn. Well, not bulky yarn, but blanket yarn. I hated fur yarn. I didn't like working with velvet yarn. Now all of a sudden I'm finding a love for it, which is really weird because I'm like, who are you? So as I said, I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought, I think it was like Yarnology fur, something like that. Yarn Bee fur. I forget the name of it. Yarn Inspiration. I forget the name of it. I'm sorry. But yeah, I bought some fur yarn from there. I was making cows and headbands, and I thought, well, you know what? I'll put some fur around it because people do like that. So I thought, well, you know what? That might be nice to do. So I did one, and I was put the fur away, never touched it again. I was on Pinterest, and I saw this adorable polar bear, and I thought, oh my goodness, that is so cute. Here I thought, you just click the link and went to the store and you could buy it. But when I clicked the link, it took me to Etsy. So it was a pattern. However, I know how to make a bear, so I thought, well, you know what? I'll just do it my way, and if I can't figure it out, I'll get the pattern. So I saw that it was fur. I was like, yes, I have fur. So got my fur. Now, however, when you're doing amigurumi or gurami, whatever, I say amigurumi. When you do amigurumi, you use a really small hook. So for me, I'll use a size 2 to 2.5. The largest hook size I've ever used was a 3. And I'm doing that with the fur yarn, it doesn't come out right at all. You definitely don't want to use a smaller hook size when you're using with the fur, especially when you can't see your stitches. You can only feel when you're using the small hook size. It's like impossible. Sorry. It's like, close to impossible. So I used the recommended hook size, which I believe was an 8. So I did a 6.5 and an 8. So I used 2 hook size. But here is my polar bear. Her name is Icicles. She got crystal blue sparkly eyes that I got on Amazon. Her nose I just stitched up, which I'll get into the other noses then. But yeah, here she is. Her little paws I did with just regular acrylic yarn. Here's her little tail, little tush tush. And then she got a little purple scarf on now. However, Icicle loves the cold. She also likes to be fashionable, so that's why she has her little scarf. My intentions were to make 2 of them. I wanted Icicles and a little boy bear, and I wanted them to be, together, like my husband. So it'll be like wife and husband, like so cutesy. But my husband goes, you know what I want you to make me? And I'm thinking like a dog, or he loves Thundercats. So I thought, he'll probably want something Thundercat-y. No, he wanted a koala. Now we've been together for going on 15 years here in May. And never once has he ever mentioned, I like koalas. So I made it. And here is Cody, the koala. Now, Cody, I used with Lion Brand yarn. I'll get into that then. Cody does not like the cold. So, he has a scarf and a hat, which is completely removable. Ugh, I'm always tongue twisting myself. So, I just made a little hat, little straps that go around his little ears. His eyes are silver sparkle. They came in a set on Amazon. His nose, however, is not stitched. It is felt. Now, it's not the felt that comes in the sheet. It's the fiber felt. So, you pull it apart, you take a little fiber needle, and you jab, jab, jab. So, that's what I did for his nose. And he got his little paws. He took about 2 skeins of the yarn, which I will definitely get into because I want to tell you my little trick. But there he is, Cody the koala. I just love how he came out. I used a size 8 hook for him. Now the 8, now when you're thinking, oh, you use a big hook so you're going to fill holes. With the fur, you definitely don't fill the holes, and your fiber fill doesn't escape. So that is a really good thing, and he's really plump. Like, he's really plump. Oh, and he's so soft, too. So there is Cody. My husband loves huskies. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to make him a husky. He had a husky pup years ago, and he had to rehome it. He found a really great home for him, but since then he's always missed his husky. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll create it for you. So here is Stargazer. That was his pup's name. He has bright blue eyes. I'll try to get... There you go. He has bright blue sparkly eyes. I did his facial designs with the felt. And then here's his body. Here's his little tail. And then on his body, I just did, he had white down his chest. So I did white. Now he took one skein, and he took one skein of the, it was called Panda, black and white with a little specks of gray. And then I just used the white for his face and his chest area. And then his little ears right there. And then this right here is like felt that I did. His gray around his eyes. He has gray around his eyes. And then the black. I don't know why my camera's like, it's like bloop bloop. So yeah, there is Stargazer. I love Stitch. If you haven't noticed Stitch right there. I have a baby Stitch right here. Here's 2 cups of Stitch. Over here, you can't see, I have a Stitch Build-A-Bear. On my desk area where I do my crafting, I have other Stitches. So, I decided I was going to make myself a Stitch. I wanted him to look lifelike and furry, what I would imagine Stitch to be. So, here is my Stitch. I gave him fur on his chest. I gave him different colors because I thought Stitch would have like multicolor fur, not just straight blue. You would see like different blues. Here's his paws. His eyes are fur and again felted, along with his nose is felted. Then you got little details in his head and his back, his little stitch spots that he has, and his little tush tush with his little tail. I have a weird obsession with tushies, well, on stuffed animals. But here he is. He's so cute. I love, love, love how he came out. His fur, however, I dyed. I did it with marker. I'm very impatient. And so when ordering yarn, I don't like to wait. When I want something, I want it now. And if they don't have it at the store, I cry. Now, oh, I do cry. But I wanted it now. I was very impatient. I did have blue fur, but it was a really light pale blue, which I will show you. But then I just thought, well, you know what, I have non-washable markers. I thought, well, I'll just color him. And that is what I did. I colored him. They do, however, on Amazon have red heart fur, and I think it's this color blue. Might be a little tad darker, but I'm going to get it and make another one because my niece wants one really bad. She also has an obsession. She has a bigger obsession than me with Stitch. So I'll have to make her one. My newest creations I just got done the other day. These take, seriously, an evening. They don't take that long to make because you're using a bigger hook. Maybe because I crochet quickly, I don't know, but they didn't take long at all. I love unicorns. My daughter and I, we love unicorns. So I'll link my Instagram down below. You can check out other unicorns I have created. I always do a twin pair. There's a little story that goes along. They're born in the land of Uniland, and they are the rarest unicorns ever because they are twins. They're the only set of twins ever, and their name is Cotton. Their names are Cotton and Candy. So here is Candy, and she is done in like cream color fur. Her eyes are purpley pink sparkle. Again, I don't know why my camera like. Her her mane is done with brunette velvet. I want to say the color was blush. And then her tail and her hooves are the brunette too. I always give my unicorns a little lovey mark. It's a little heart that I felted on. I always do that to all my little unicorns. They always got the little love mark. I usually give them a skirt, but because they're so furry and soft, I just decided not to. Now here is Cotton. Cotton, I usually make a girl, but I decided to make him a boy this time. He's blue. Cotton's always blue, Cotton and Candy. But he has silvery eyes. His little lovey mark. His sister's on this side. His is on this side. So that way they connect like this. Isn't that so cute? So, yeah. And his hooves are the brunette. I don't know the color, blue. And his mane and tail is also the brunette. I just did simple chain stitch and then I just sewed it in. So there he is. I love him so much. And his horn. And yeah. Now, him and his sister took 2 skeins. And that's because they're bigger. They're a lot bigger. So they took 2 skeins each of the fur. Now, this little guy, if you watched my first video, he made an appearance. He's not done. I got to do his little wings and his feet. His name is Sir Hoot the Third. I felted his face. I started to create something different with him, and it wasn't turning out to what I wanted it to be. And then my son, he goes, "Oh, Mommy, that's a cute owl." So I thought, well, I'm going to turn him into an owl. And so I did. So he's Sir Hoot. He's the smallest in his family, the runt, but, never underestimate him, ever. So there he is. The fur that I use for all my little critters, well, except for Icicle, she was done in the Yarn Bee fur. The other ones is Lion Brand yarns, Go for Faux, Thick and Quick. Now, in this fur, here we go. In this fur, you have 24 yards. You're like, how did you get him, which used 1 skein, one in little pieces of a mixture. So 1 skein of the gray, a little bit of white, and a little bit of the mixed color to do a big old doll like this, right? I'm going to tell you. So, you have this big old thickness right here. It's a size 7 jumbo, but it's made up of 3 strands. So it's a little bit of a chore to pull these strands apart because this twists. If you can see that twist, it twists and then it wants to twist back. So you have to keep twisting it, pulling it. Then you gotta go like this, and it's a bit of a chore. However, after you have that done, you have a big old ball of fur like this, and you're able to make one full bear like this. Now, like I said, she took one. So you could do one with one ball and a little bit of acrylic for their paws. Stargazer, the husky, he also took one, but he was one of the panda, and a little bit of the white. So you get bang for your buck, really. These were on sale for $5.99, and then I had 20% off because I did online. I did online pickup, and when I did the online pickup, I had 20% off my entire each item. So it was, I'm sucky at math. So I don't know what $5.99 minus 20% is. I think it was like 4 something. However, then there were other coupons, and if you have Honey, ooh, you gotta download the Honey app because they will find you coupons. I also had a coupon for something off my entire cart, so I got to add both of those, and I forget what it came out to. But my husband went out, and they had buy one, get one free, or buy 2, get 2 free, or something like that. I forget what the sale was, but he surprised me one day after work, and he came home with this big old bag full of fur. So now I got so much to make, and I can't wait for it because I have an amigurumi book, and I want to do the animals, but I want to make them with the fur. So I want to see how that comes out. I'll definitely post a video of that up and show you how that came out. But yeah, those are my fur animals. If you are not one that likes to use fur or bulky blanket yarn or things like that, give it a try, and your finger buds might have changed too. Who knows? Now, I am going to say it is difficult to see the stitches. You can't see the stitches. However, you can fill them. And with amigurumi, it is crucial to count. So have a little counter next to you if you're not good at keeping track. Get some stitch markers. You can do every 5 stitches have a stitch marker. So then you know, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. And you can just do it that way. If you don't like to keep track of counting. So that way you can, keep track in that way. There are lots of different ways. Sorry, my shirt keeps rolling up on me. And so yeah, there's lots of different ways to do that. So yeah, so sky's the limit when it comes to creating. I always say, reach for the stars. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and follow me because I have a lot more little tricks up my sleeve to show you. I'm currently working on a hexagon cardigan, and I can't wait to see how that comes out. I'm almost finished. I should be finished with that today. I started working on it last night, and I want to get that done today. And yeah, but I have a whole lot of other things I'm going to show in my next video. I'm sorry, I keep looking at my desk because I have it all piled up there. So yeah, and well, that's all I have for today. So I hope you all have a hooterific day. Hootin' out. Bye.